Welcome back to another episode of the Casey Campbell Podcast. Casey Campbell with you, of course. Pleased to be joined by Josh Bilicki. Of course, we'll be having more things to it. Yes, he's in more cars. He'll be in the 36 Chevrolet for DGM Racing coming up this weekend coming up in a few weeks at Daytona. Josh, how are you?
I'm good. I feel like we've had so many announcements the last couple of weeks. Last time you and I talked, we had just announced my Spire Motorsports deal in the Cup Series, which is still my priority. But since then, we added some races with Alpha Prime in the Xfinity Series, and then we also announced today that I'll be running the DGM 36 car at Daytona. So, just a busy season, and I'm sure we'll have some more news in the next couple of weeks. I'm sure there'll be some added that I don't even know about now either. I think last time you and I talked, we hadn't even had this 36 deal put together yet. So. We'll probably hopefully have some more exciting things to talk with you about in the future.
Absolutely. So one of the things, Josh, how did this deal get put together? I know that I know last time you mentioned that you were trying to get a deal done for Daytona, but how did this deal get put together with Mario?
Yeah. So for me as a driver and somebody that handles my own sponsors, I always feel it's very important to be at Daytona in some capacity, whether it's in the Truck Series, Xfinity Series, or Cup Series. I knew that Daytona 500 was kind of out of question. So I knew that I wanted to be in an Xfinity car, but I wanted to be in something quality, something that I know that can run well, something I can put on, a good show for my sponsors, especially Ziegler, who they're kicking off their first season where they're my actual primary partner for the bulk of the season. So we kind of looked at our options and we knew that the 36 car was a possibility. We started talking to Mario and DGM, and we were able to put this together fairly quickly. So like I said, I'm really excited. Like they've ran really well at the super speedways in the past. I think we're going to have a good show. The Xfinity Series is really stacked this year. So that's why I really felt it was important to go there with a team that has leased engines, that has ran well there in the past. It has good crew chiefs, good setups. And like I said, I think we can go there and hopefully put on a good show for our sponsors, our fans, and everybody, in our circle.
So let's talk about, of course, we didn't get a chance to talk about this yet, but you also talked about that you're also going to run with Alpha Prime as well.
Yeah.
I know that with Tommy and Caesar getting put all together, it's you're gonna be everywhere this year.
Yeah. It's definitely shaping up to be a really, really busy year. And really, it all kind of circles back to Ziegler Auto Group coming on board this year. Like I said, at a major capacity, at a bulk of my races in the Cup Series, that opened up some opportunity for Insurance King and some of my other partners to take a step back and look at what we want to do in the Xfinity Series. So we were able to put together, right now we have 6 races with Alpha Prime. That could very well be increased, but 6 races where we feel, actually I think there's 7, I lose track, races where I feel that we can be competitive at. I mean, really competitive at too. So 4 road courses, 2 of them have a clash I just can't make work. So 4 road courses in the Xfinity Series, and Darlington, and then also Michigan, which is Ziegler's home race. So super excited about that. With Tommy bringing in Caesar. I visited their shop last week and just seeing some of their equipment they have. I mean, they have 2 really good road course chassis ready to go. I think my teammate for majority of the road courses are going to be Sage Karam. So to see how much effort they're putting in, their engine program stepped up, everything stepped up. So yeah, I think the name of the game this year, I think I said it last time too, is quality over quantity. Every ride I think I've secured so far has been pretty quality. Some of the best stuff I've driven in my career, and it's just an honor to be in the conversation in the Xfinity Series and in the Cup Series, and hopefully we can add some truck stuff too.
So yeah. So speaking of trucks, I know that you were potentially talking to some teams about that. Where are we at? Will we see you in the Truck Series this year?
I think you will. Right now we have 0 planned truck races, but we have a couple races we're working on. My priority this year is the Cup Series with Spire Motorsports. There's a few races we're working on yet in the Cup Series. I think once we cover all of our bases in the Cup Series, we'll definitely probably end up hopefully adding a truck race. Spire announced their truck program this year, and to be honest, it's a program that can win races. And we know that with my road course background, we could go to Sonoma and Mid-Ohio and compete for the win. So that said, it does take reasonable sponsorship dollars to make that work. So it's something, we have definitely in the back of our minds. And if the right opportunity comes about with the sponsor, we're definitely going to jump on some truck races.
So I know that, is this the only planned race you have with DGM as of this moment?
As of right now, yes. Never say never, because we've definitely seen in the past. But I do understand that their schedule is pretty stacked. Their lineup's pretty stacked. So yeah, I'm happy to be part of their team though for Daytona. They've treated me so well. They treat me right now like I'm running a full season for them. So I think that's really good. I think that speaks wonders about how good of people they are. And I think hopefully we can run really well at Daytona.
Yeah, obviously that is not a surprise to me either. I mean, with Mario and Michelle and of course their daughter Megan, the Goslin family has treated me well since I've gotten to know them. So that's good. They're good people over at DGM. So
yeah, 100%.
So you're at Daytona. What are we going to expect out there in the Xfinity field? Do you have to make your way in on time?
So I'll be in the 36 car. I'm not sure if we swap points with another DGM car. To be honest, I think anybody outside of the top 20, maybe even the top 18, 17, they're going to have to make their way in on speed. I'm hearing over 50 cars for 38 spots. Luckily for us, and this kind of goes back to my decision before with the quality team, I didn't want to just go there with a team that we're just going to wing it. I wanted to go there with a team like DGM where we're going to put a lot of efforts into it, a lot of resources, a good leased engine, and we have all the right pieces of the puzzle. So, without a charter system, nothing's guaranteed, but I do feel that we have a really, really good shot at making the race. I feel if we do make the race, we're going to be competitive, and you've seen it before with their cars running top 10. So that would be a really cool effort for me to finish top 10 again at Daytona, because we finished top 10 there last time we were there in the Cup Series. So, it's something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, for sure. How many races? So you have a pretty stacked schedule this year. You got about 25 Cup races, about 5 to 6 Xfinity races, and then maybe some truck races. Did you expect?
Yeah, right now. No, honestly, I didn't. I think actually right now, locked in, we're at 7 Xfinity races with the 6 with Alpha Prime and then the added Daytona race. I definitely, my goal is to add some truck races with Spire. I think we'll hit 35 races by the end of the year. I really do. Between Cup, Xfinity, and trucks, there's some room to be added yet. So, just working hard on my end on the business side, making sure that everything I have in place right now is taken care of, making sure all my sponsors are happy. And that's the main goal. I'm not going to overreach what I'm capable of, even on the business side. I'm not going to promise something I can't deliver and then upset my sponsors who are backing my efforts right now. So I just want to make sure everything's taken care of first before I really look at adding additional races to my schedule.
So it's, you're going to be a busy person this year, but good stuff there. Of course, we'll be watching that 36 Chevrolet out on the track at Daytona. Josh Bilicki, thank you so much for joining us. Josh will be on all season long to talk about whatever he'll be, and we'll talk to you guys later on. Thanks, Josh.